We've all been there. You ordered or made a pizza and it looks amazing. You go to pick up a slice and realize you just got a one-way ticket to Flop Town. Unfortunately, floppy pizza is a common problem, but it can be fixed. In this video, I'm going to show you the 7 most common mistakes that lead to the floppy slice and how to fix them. Let's get going. First, let's talk about the dough. One of the main reasons for a soggy pizza is the dough is too thick or too thin. The dough needs to be the right thickness in order to have a crispy crust. If the dough is too thick, the moisture can't evaporate during baking and it will have trouble baking all the way through, resulting in a soggy crust. If the dough is too thin, it can't support the toppings, which can also lead to a floppy crust. Of course, the correct thickness is going to vary by style, but as a general guideline for New York or Neapolitan style pizza, after you stretch out your dough, it should be thin enough to see light through it, however not so thin that you can make out shapes and objects through it. Translucent but not transparent? Mistake number 2. Another common mistake is using a sauce that is too thin. If the sauce has too much water, the dough will absorb it, preventing the crust from ever getting crispy. To fix this, you can simmer a cooked sauce for a longer period of time to reduce it, or if you're using uncooked tomato sauce, you can drain off the liquids before using them if needed. That brings us right to mistake number 3. The toppings contain too much moisture. Many vegetables contain a lot of water, such as tomatoes and bell peppers. I'm not telling you not to use vegetables on your pizza, but limit the use of high moisture toppings to prevent sogginess. Or consider pre-cooking your vegetables to remove moisture and concentrate the flavors. This goes for cheese too. Either use a low moisture cheese or remove as much moisture from your cheese as you can before topping with it. Mistake number 4, over-topping the pizza. Even if you use the right dough, sauce, cheese, and toppings, if you put too much of everything on your pizza, it has no chance of being crispy. The more you add to your pizza, the more water needs to evaporate in the oven to make it crispy. So don't overdo it on those toppings, people. Mistake number 5, improperly baking your pizza. The baking time and temperature play a crucial role in making a crisp crust. Unfortunately, the ideal time and temperature will vary by style and type of oven used, but here are a few general guidelines for the style of pizza and cook times and temperatures that are recommended. There's a link for this document in the description. One thing that novice pizza makers do need to get used to is that pizza needs to cook at a really high temperature, much higher than you would normally bake things. This can be a little weird for people just starting off in their pizza journey, but embrace it. Mistake number 6. Improper baking surface. A regular baking sheet may not provide enough heat to the bottom of the pizza, resulting in a soggy crust. To fix this, you can use a pizza stone or steel. These surfaces need to be preheated in the oven for a minimum of 30 minutes. An hour is ideal though. And the pizza is baked directly on top of them. This provides more heat to the bottom of the pizza, resulting in a crispy crust. Finally, mistake number 7. Improperly handling the pizza after it's cooked. This is a really common mistake. I'm sure you've seen it or done it yourself. But cutting into a pizza immediately after it comes out of the oven. The problem with this is that condensation will form quickly under the pizza when it's placed directly onto a solid, cool surface. The steam needs time to escape, otherwise it will make the crust soggy. So when you first pull a pizza from the oven, let it rest for 2 to 3 minutes on a cooling rack before cutting into it. I hope you found this info helpful, and I hope your crust is forever crispy. Please hit that subscribe button, and I love you lots.